Not conformed, but transformed. This is the revolution. Hey fam, welcome back to Rev Up in 5. Today, let's talk about what it means to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Now let's be real. Before you even started your day, you checked in on your text messages, your emails, and the people you care about. And while all of that can be important, sometimes we get so caught up on checking in on everything and everyone else that we fail to check in on ourselves. Because the reality is this: people can come to church, sing worship songs, and pray the prayers, but underneath the surface, they're holding on to grudges, carrying unresolved conflict, and avoiding conversations they know they need to have. Rather than dealing with the issue, they treat it like a text message left on read. You see it, you know it, but you keep scrolling past it, hoping that it will mysteriously disappear. But ignored issues don't disappear. They accumulate like unpaid school loan interest. The longer you avoid it, the more it costs you. Jesus addresses this issue in Matthew chapter 5, verses 23 to 24, where he says, "If you bring your gift to the altar and there remember that your brother has something against you, leave your gift there before the altar and go your way. First be reconciled to your brother and then come and offer your gift." Did you catch that? Jesus didn't say, give your gift first and then reconcile later. He didn't say, ignore the conflict and hope that it goes away. He said, fix your issues with others first and then give him your worship. In other words, check yourself before you wreck yourself. The great Nelson Mandela once said, resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. That statement is valid because holding a grudge doesn't hurt the other person the way that you think it does. You don't get the upper hand by holding back your forgiveness. It's rather the opposite. As you're still carrying the weight, replaying the pain, and reliving the offense that lives rent-free in your head, the other person who offended you is most likely living their best life. Many people confuse forgiveness with weakness, thinking that it means excusing the behavior or pretending that the hurt has never happened. That's not the case. Forgiveness is choosing not to allow the pain of yesterday to control your peace of today. So what should you do? The first step is to recognize. Jesus said, therefore, if you bring your gift to the altar and there remember that your brother has something against you. Did you notice where the remembering happens? It happens at the altar. It can happen when you least expect it, right in the middle of your worship or at the beginning of your prayer. A name comes to mind. A face appears. A hurtful conversation resurfaces. That's not a coincidence. That's the Holy Spirit tapping on your shoulder, drawing your attention to something that needs to be recognized ASAP. The second step is to reconcile. Jesus said, go your way. First be reconciled to your brother. Notice that word, go. Reconciliation requires action. It requires humility. Pride would tell you to wait for the other person to make the first move, to stay silent, or to hold on to the grudge. But Jesus said, go. Sometimes you just have to take the first step because your peace is way too valuable to let pride stand in the way. Make the first call. Start the conversation. Do your part to make amends. And if the other person does not want to budge or do his or her part to help rectify the situation, that's on them. What matters is that you do what God required of you. Reconciliation is not about winning an argument, proving a point, or having the last word. It's about protecting your peace. The third step is to return. After you have done your part to reconcile your differences, Jesus said, then come and offer your gift. Notice that Jesus doesn't tell us to stay away. He tells us to return or to come back to him. Jesus has your best interest at heart. He wants you to be blessed and to experience his favor in your life. In John chapter 10, verse 10, he says, I have come that you may have life and that you may have it more abundantly. So here's the Rev Up in 5 challenge for you this week. Recognize, reconcile, return. Recognize by asking God to show you if there's a broken relationship that's been sitting between you and your breakthrough. Sit with it, be honest. Reconcile. Take the step. Make the move. Humble yourself and go. Return. Come back to the altar with clean heart and a clear conscience. Watch what God does when nothing is in the way. Family, your worship is too important. Your breakthrough is too close. Don't let an unchecked heart be the reason you stay stuck. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. And remember, not conformed, but transformed. This is the revolution.